Hello everyone, so today I've decided to talk about ethnography in research. So first of all, let's start with the definition of ethnography. So ethnography in research for sure is the systematic study of people and cultures. It is designed to explore cultural phenomena where the researcher observes society from the point of the view of subject of the study. Also, it is a method of data collection. This entails, of course, examining the behavior of the participants in a certain specific situation. Also understanding their interpretation of such behavior. To elaborate more on this, this behavior that is the behavior that is, of course, observed in a given community or culture is shaped, of course, by the constraints of the participants, how the participants feel about their sense of belonging to a given community, for example. And ethnography is a holistic study which includes a brief history and analysis of the climate or the habitat, culture, and so on and so forth. Yes, and also ethnography, I will give you another definition of ethnography. Is a qualitative, of course, it's a qualitative research methodology. It's not a method, but it's a methodology that comes from the discipline of the anthropology, but is applicable to other disciplines. Ethnography is the in-depth study of a culture or a facet of culture, of course, and there are a couple of aspects of ethnography that differentiated from other methodologies like phenomenology and case study and so on and so forth. So the first difference is that ethnography takes longer periods of time, like 1 year. Traditionally, ethnographers spend a minimum of 1 or 2 years leaving amongst the members of a given community or culture that they are studying. And also a second difference is that ethnography relies on participant observation. That is, you observe them and you participate, do what they do, pray as they pray, eat what they eat, and so on and so forth. That is what is meant by participant observation. As its case of data collection, they use participant observation as a method of data collection. And this is when the ethnographers becomes completely immersed in another culture and a way of life. An ethnographer not only observes the phenomenon under study, but also becomes a participant in the daily life, as I said. This is another difference. And the third difference actually is that this extended period of time of participant observation in the field is often used in conjunction with other data collections, as I said, not only participant observation but also interviews, surveys, focus group, and also relying on taking notes, what is known in research as field notes. So of course, as any other method or methodology, it's both a methodology and method of data collection. So it is like any other methodology. It has its weaknesses, of course, and its strengths or advantages. So the first advantage is that several cultural anthropologists believe that ethnographic field work provides the best opportunity to collect current, reliable, complete and specific data to answer the relevant questions. Also, the ethnographic work is also considered as the best source of data for comparative study and analysis. Now let's move to another advantage of ethnography or ethnographic methodology, that is, it provides rich data. That is, the ethnographer can participate in people's daily life for an extended period of time, like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, as traditionally meant, by watching happens, listening to what happens, asking questions, taking notes. So this is what is meant by taking rich data. Like, it's not like other methods, for example. Also, this methodology also has, or method also has, its weaknesses and disadvantages. So first things first is that one aspect of ethnographic research is that it investigates only a few cases or a case. For example, if you want to go to study, for example, a certain study, for example, in New York, for example, New York City, you will only focus in New York City, not other, and only in one phenomenon. It's not really broad. It's very like specific. And another disadvantage is that the ethnography emphasizes the researcher's primary instrument in data collection, therefore selecting information that are relevant to the topic of the study depending on the researcher's argument. That is, it's kind of subjective. You have only the idea, the conclusion in your mind, then you go and study it, and you go and then you study your idea. It's kind of being subjective, and also the data raw, or what is the conclusion of your research study can be different from another person even studying the same phenomenon, because people are predetermined by their feelings, by their attitudes towards a given community or culture. So this is all about today. I hope you liked the video. If you do, just share it with your friends and like it. Thank you. Have a nice day.